Hello aeronauts! It's me, Aaron James, your cute gay flounder, and I'm here with all Disney, theatre and LGBT plus related stuff. I had a mind blank then. Hi! So today's video is all about types of theatre fans, because I think I've been to the theatre enough times and know this community quite well now, but I literally can list you some types of fans, so I thought I'd try it out. But before I do it, just to let you know, if you like this video, please like down below and subscribe to join the Aeronauts family. You just have to click that button and then you're part of the crazy theatre fun family that we've created. Here we go. So, number one is the understudy fans. This is the fans that will love a show but will go and try and complete the set of understudies. So they'll go, if they hear that somebody's on for this role, then they'll book their ticket. They'll find out all the dates when somebody's on so they can go and make sure that they've seen everyone. Or they'll like have a specific understudy that they like, that is their perfect one, and they'll like champion the understudy. I love these people because it's like, understudies and swings need all the love, but whenever I see them I'm just like, people who are very into the understudy culture. Number two is I want to call them the royalists. Doesn't mean they're posh. But these are the people who have been with the show since the start, so since its inception. So they've been there through the tryout production, or the original run that was off West End, or off Broadway, or they've been there since the previews. And so when a lot of new fans come in, etc., they like to make people know that they've been there since the start, or sometimes like when there's a takeover cast or something like that, they're very comparative to the first time that they saw it, or protective over the production. I think these are kind of like the mother hens for shows, for fandoms at least. I feel like I've definitely been one before, but I don't know. Number three is the hype trainers. This isn't a bad thing at all, but there's the fans who kind of go where the hype is. So if a show's currently getting hype, they'll go to that show, then the second another one gets a big hype. I feel like they follow the trend rather than delve as much into shows that don't have a hype. So I think that can be kind of seen in the West End of a minute. That if a show's got hype, everything's around it, and some shows that are great, just if they've not got that buzz around them, they kind of fly. But I've noticed that a lot recently. A lot of the younger musicals are getting all that hype. The next one is the actors. These are kind of the people that they're in the industry. They don't want to come across too much of a fan. They want to kind of show that they're, I think, especially when they tweet about shows that they go to, it's very, oh, I popped in to see this, or like they kind of have to suppress the fandom. I notice that a lot with theatre, people in the theatre, and then go to see a show, they'll be like very reserved about how they go, or they'll word it in a way that you're like, to try and make them not seem funny, even if they are a fan, if you get what I mean. The stage doors. I'm just gonna call them the stage doors. But these are people that love to stage door after a show. Bigger thing in America than here in the UK, but in the West End it's definitely grown recently. But these are the people that want to go to the stage door to tell people how amazing they were. Or they want to go meet the cast afterwards, they want to get an autograph or a photo, etc. So it's a mix between people who want the mementos, but also people like who want to congratulate people. I kind of see it sometimes as the extrovert of theatre, whereas I am not. So I do not. I stage door when I was little. The last time I stage doored, actually, because I stage doored to meet a friend who was in the show in the past year, but I think the only time I properly stage doored was for Patti LuPone, because it was Patti LuPone. I mean, is she going to be in another role after this one? She technically retired after Warpaint, so I needed to get to see Patti in real life. Well, I saw her in the show 3 times, but like in person. Next type of fans. Oh my gosh, the lyric learners. So these are people that will, if they're in a theatre cafe or wherever they are, and they'll know every single line for a show, and it'll come on and like, even like Hamilton and everything, and they know every single lyric perfectly because that's their kind of way of showing that how much they love it. They learn everything. You can tell that they're like non-stop playing that album. But I'd hate to know the numbers that people have listened to like Dear Evan Hansen. The open calls were this week. It was insane to see how long the lines were. I was looking online, I was like, ah, the classics. So these are people that love revivals, love anything that's like legit. So legit singing. So we're going towards Rodgers and Hammerstein, some of Andrew Lloyd Webber, with that kind of realm. The Les Mis, Miss Saigon, Oklahoma, Showboat, like that kind of land. The people that kind of love anything that's not rocky poppy. And there's a lot of people like that still. I know that when you try and convince people to see a show, modern shows can be hard to sell. Not to our generation, but like, I think there's a distinct thing. Same as I think there's a lot of the pop stars, which is not my generation, well, kind of my generation, I'm more rocky. But like the rocky pop stars, which is like the younger generations, where I think there's a lot of people now that won't listen to the classics, that won't listen to shows like Oakler and Fiddler on the Roof. I really want to see the new production. I love Fiddler on the Roof, but won't listen to these the older shows, or it's harder to get them into it. And I'm like, no, like these are like some of the best music is from Rodgers and Hammerstein. That some of the casting decisions sometimes, but the songs, amazing, amazing. What else are there? They all kind of correlate, but there's like very specific things that I pick out and I'm like, theatre fan. Or how to tell that somebody's a theatre fan. Well, I feel like you've got the tourists, which is people who will pay top dollar for their seats, even if they're big fans. But the thing is, it's people who will buy their one show and then that's kind of their deal. Like it's kind of that big one treat thing. Or when people tourist over and they just see a Disney show, which I'm totally down for, but it is mainly a Disney show when people come over. Or then you get the day seaters, the lottery hounds, all of that, the rushers. These are like everybody who is very aware of Today Ticks, is very aware of all types of ways to get the cheapest ticket for the best seat. And this doesn't mean people who don't love theatre, it's normally the opposite. It's people who know they're going to go multiple times to see that show, or they're going to fit like 7 shows in their week that they're there. And yes, that is possible, I've done it a few times. But me and my parents are like nearly doing that next week. We're going to 4 shows already. That's 4 shows already booked. We're doing Come From Away, Waitress, Hamilton and 6. And we still got to decide what we're going to do in the time that we haven't booked yet. I'm so excited. But yeah, that era vlog's gonna be mad. My big advice actually, if you ever want to know how to do that, like to know where's the cheapest place, message a theatre blogger, any of us lot, or anybody that's like a theatre YouTuber, Instagrammer, etc. They will know the best ways to get tickets and will be really honest, because theatre bloggers, etc. aren't attached to a certain marketing ticketing agency, so they'll give you the really honest way of getting a cheap ticket. I feel like that's every single type. Oh, there's the bootleggers too, which is people who normally, I guess, are normally not in like West End or Broadway, so kind of like UK touring side, but it's people who obsessed with bootlegs, like will watch every single one that because has everyone. I actually was never a big bootlegger, and in fact I think I watched some, but I'd always get really annoyed with the quality and give up. I think it was only the one I distinctly remember watching was Spring Awakening, just because I missed it here and I knew that it was never going to get a full production again. But I did see it last year at the Hotel Theatre, so I have seen it live professionally. Now I feel like it would have to be a show that I just know would never come here, because pro shots are happening now as well. So I'm bigging up. I really want more shows to be released like as a DVD, etc., streaming, etc., because they do film every show. That's a well-known fact. Like every show is in a way professionally recorded for archives. I just wish they'd release them more, because a lot of people don't get to see them and they'd make money. I mean, 42nd Street and King Computer were filmed, so I'm so happy about that. Right, anyhow, I think that's all the theatre fans I can think of, well, the types of. So, let me know down in the comments below if you can think of any more types of theatre fans, and I'll see if I agree with you. Right, I love you all. See you later. Subscribe down below as well if you haven't already to join the Aeronauts family. We're pretty cool. And I love you all. Right. Bye. 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 Bye.